welcome back to the Graceful Tangle YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet the Seashell dishcloth. I absolutely love this dishcloth and everything about it, and I hope you enjoy it following along with the tutorial. I have linked all of the materials you will need and the ones that I specifically used in this video down in the description box below, as well as the free pattern on my blog with a PDF pattern on Ravelry and Etsy. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the tutorial. Alrighty, so to get started on our dishcloth, I just want to mention once more that all of the materials I am using are linked down below in the description box, so check those out if you're interested. But to get started, we are going to make a slip knot, just like so. And we're going to place that on our hook and chain 34. Okay, so I have my 34 chains, and now we are ready to begin round 1. So we are going to work 2 double crochets into the 4th chain from the hook. We'll work 2 double crochets into that. Now remember that this chain 3 counts as a stitch. It counts as our double crochet, so keep that in mind here and throughout. So we worked 2 double crochets into that 4th chain from the hook, and now we're going to start our repeat. We're going to skip 2 chains and single crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to skip 2 chains again and work 5 double crochets into the next stitch. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're just going to repeat that all the way across. So skip 2 chains, single crochet in the next stitch, skip 2 chains, work 5 double crochets into the next stitch. We're going to repeat that until we have 6 chains remaining. So that's going to be just a couple more times. So there's my 4th and 5th double crochet, skip 2, maybe, there we go, single crochet into that, skip 2, and work 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And don't worry about this little loop right here being loose. It's just because we're working a lot of stitches into one stitch. And again, skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, double crochet 5. This will be our last 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we have 6 chains remaining. We're going to skip 2 again and work a single crochet into that 3rd. And then we are going to work 3 single crochets into this last chain here. So this 3 single double crochets just means that it is our half shell, and it will help us have a straight edge on both sides of our dishcloth. So there we go. That is the end of row 1. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And I'm going to start row 2. Now for row 2, we are going to start off by single crocheting 1 into this very first stitch. Then working 5 double crochets into this single crochet from the previous row. So you can think of it as skipping 2 and working 5 double crochets in the next stitch, or you can just think of 5 double crochets in the single crochet from the row before. Whatever makes the most sense to you. Once we work a few more rows in this pattern, it is going to become more evident on where you place your stitches. So I'm going to work 5 double crochets after I skip those 2 stitches. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to single crochet and then I'm going to skip 2 and then single crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, and work 5 double crochets in the next stitch. And we're just going to repeat that again until we have 6 stitches remaining. 4 and 5, skip 2, single crochet in the next, skip 2, and 5 double crochets in the next. 3, 4, 5, skip 2, single crochet in the next, skip 2, 5 double crochets in the next stitch, 4 and 5, and then last time skip 2 and single crochet in the next. And now we have 6 stitches remaining. Again, remember that this chain 3 counts as a stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to work 5 double crochets into this single crochet again. 3, 4, and 5. And then 1 single crochet in that last stitch, which is our chain 3. So we're just going to work a single crochet into the top of that. It'll be your 3rd chain if you like to count them, but I just like to stick my hook in the top and then work a single crochet into that. And there we go. There's the end of row 2. Now for row 3, we're going to chain 3 and turn. And again, this counts as a double crochet. And we're going to work 2 more double crochets into this first stitch here. And that is a total of 3 double crochets. And then we're going to skip 2 and place a single crochet in the next stitch. Skip 2, 5 double crochets in the next stitch. And you can see that it is definitely getting easier on just how to read your crochet and know where to work your stitches. Skip 2, we're in the middle of our shell here. Work a single crochet into that. Skip 2, in that single crochet again. We're going to work 5 double crochets into that. 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 and single crochet. Skip 2 and double crochet 5. As you can see, this is really basic once you get the hang of it. I absolutely love this stitch. It's one of my absolute favorites, and I think it's so beautiful when worked up in cotton yarn for a dishcloth. And then skip 2 and single crochet. Skip 2 and double crochet 5. It's repetitive and I love it. 3, 4, and 5. And now we have 6 stitches remaining, our 5 double crochets, and then that last single crochet. We're going to skip 2 and place a single crochet into that 3rd. And then we're just going to finish off with a half shell again, which is 3 double crochets. Again, this will give us that straight edge that we're always looking for in projects like this. And that is the end of row 3. Now we're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 for the rest of our dishcloth. I'm going to show you the repeat one more time and then I will leave you to it. So we are going to chain 1 and turn for row 2, single crochet in the first stitch, and place 5 double crochets after skipping 2 stitches or in the single crochet from the row before, whichever makes the most sense to you. There's 4 and 1 more. Skip 2, single crochet in the 3rd. Skip 2, double crochet, 5 into the 3rd. Just repeating row 2 here. Don't forget to follow along with the written pattern if you find that a little bit easier to keep track of. I always like to keep a tally of my rows if I find that I get confused between the two. It can be really helpful if you are finding yourself getting confused between rows 2 and 3. I'm getting close to the end of my row here. Placing this set of 5. And then I'm going to work a single crochet into the top of this shell. And then my last set of 5. 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll just finish off this row by single crocheting into the top of the chain 3, aka our last stitch. Now I'll show you the row 3 repeat once more before leaving you to finish your dishcloth on your own. We're going to chain 3 and turn, and then work 2 double crochets into that first stitch, totaling 3, because remember this chain 3 always counts as a stitch, and I should mention that the chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so we're only counting this chain 3 as a stitch. Skip 2 and single crochet, skip 2 and double crochet 5, all the way across. 2, double crochet, skip 2, oh, single crochet, excuse me, and now we're double crocheting, and 5, and then 5 again, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet after skipping 2, and then double crochet 5 once more. This will be our last full shell of this row. There's 4, let's work one more. Nope, oh, I lost my loop there. There we go. And then we will finish off by working a half shell into this last stitch by placing 3 double crochets into it. Alrighty, and that is it for row 3. So we're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until we have 15 total rows, or until you like the size of your dishcloth. So I always suggest ending with a row 3 repeat, but if you like it to be shorter, you can do less repeats. If you want it to be longer, say for a longer dishcloth or maybe even a hand towel, you can do more repeats. So I'm going to go finish these 15 rows and then I will meet you back here. Alrighty, so I have finished my 15 rows and I really like the look of this dishcloth now, so I'm going to stop at 15, but like I said earlier, feel free to do more or less if you desire. Now, you can add a single crochet border like we have done in my other dishcloth patterns if you'd like. However, for this one, I really love the simplicity and kind of the chic look of just leaving it exactly how it is, even with the slightly rough edges. I just really like the way that looks. So I'm going to leave my dishcloth here, but if you'd like to add a single crochet border, I'll link below the tutorial where I showed you how to do that border in another dishcloth pattern tutorial. So you can check that out if you're interested. But I am just going to cut my yarn here and weave in my ends. So I'm just going to trim it like so without cutting my finger. And I'm going to pull through that yarn. And now to weave in my ends using this stitch, I find it best to go through a double crochet section. So I'm just going to thread my needle like so. If it'll go all the way through there. There we go. So I ended on a half shell. So I'm just going to weave in my ends by going through this double crochet and then back around and then through these 3 stitches and down just a couple more, just like so. And then I will trim that one. And then for this bottom one down here, I'm going to thread that one as well and go ahead and weave it in. And I'm going to do roughly the same thing. This foundation row is a little bit different, so you want to be sure you make it be secure. But again, I like to go through the double crochet stitches. So I'm just going to thread my tail and then go through these stitches here, if my needle will go through them. There we go. Pull that nice and tight. And then I'm going to go back up and through these as well. Just a few of them. Just like that. And then I will cut my yarn. Kind of pull that to hide it. And there we go, our finished dishcloth. I hope you enjoyed following along with this tutorial and that you found it helpful. Like I said, I absolutely love my dishcloth and I hope that you love yours too. If you did enjoy this video, I would love it if you subscribed to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Don't forget to check out all of the links below so that you can see the materials that I used, the pattern, and all the good things like that, as well as where you can find me on social media. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!